Welcome to the Art of Hitting channel. Today we're going to have a behind-the-scenes video with Bogie talking to the Art of Hitting club members, Elmer specifically, about pitch selection. Some of the camera work is really a bad shot. That was my problem. But the conversation is the most important thing. And the other thing I would suggest for you to do is to look in the description. We put all the details and the 3 keys written in specifically in the details, which is more appropriate to help you learn anyhow rather than just watching and listening. You can copy it off, take it to practice or whatever.
Training camp is really good too. There's a lot of seniors, but if you want to go talk to the pros and ask them what they're doing, you'll get good advice from every one of them. It's just fun to watch them too,
Yeah, I just attended this last one, and I was actually hoping you were there. I wanted to pick your brain on some things, but glad to see you come out here. So,
Did you talk to Bob O'Brien or anything?
Oh yeah, I know Bob pretty well. He does a great job.
Yeah.
Oh, they all love Bob O'Brien. They all love Bob O'Brien.
Alan Tanner too.
Alan Tanner too. There's Alan. Alan, this is your boy here, Frank. I told him everything he knows, and he's an Alan Tanner fan.
Don't forget about Ed Rose.
How can you?
I'm an Alan Tanner fan too. I'm an Alan Tanner fan
But we
too.
just can't do it.
Right.
I won't let him, dude. Right? Any other good questions for Bogie? Makes good films. Come on, man. I want you're gonna come out here again, right? Hey, Dan, you got him on date for a podcast, right?
Yep.
Look out for the Bogie on podcast. See if we can get him talking. Can we get him talking, you think? Okay, Bogie, thanks a lot.
The bad habit of start picking bad pitches to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because you feel invincible at that point. You feel like you can hit any ball, and then when you start picking the wrong balls to hit, then those wrong balls equate to unsuccessful at-bats. That's my biggest problem. I have that all the time. I'll hit great until I'm hitting great, and then I'll start falling off again because of that pitch selection situation.
And that's everybody here. You get to your level, and that I were at that level one time. You get to that level, it's all about pitch selection and just being patient,
Yeah, because you work on your mechanics all the time, but when you're picking the wrong pitch, you're gonna to hit that ball. You got to break your mechanics down to get to that ball.
Yeah.
So that's where you fail, and I guarantee you that's where I fail.
And the other thing too is the tempo. You get to be at the high level like you guys, and that I always felt like when I was good that it was real easy. You didn't have to load up much, just real relaxed and easy, and then bring everything in one instant. And anyhow that after a while, if you feel like you gotta get a little bit more wind up or something, then it shows your time. It's like a major league pitcher. They're here real nice and easy. Tempo builds up and then they explode. Well, they don't start it like that.
Right.
It's but you guy can get sidetracked so many ways. And we're our own worst coaches. I look at my videos and I'm biased on it, and I think I should be looking for something else. And anyhow, we're all our own worst coaches. I think that's why if you and a buddy get together and you look at the videotape, it's the best way to do it. Yeah. But I see today most guys at point of contact. We have a good video called "The Silent Killer of a Good Swing." Sometimes my swing will be really, really good to hear, but the ball's still a foot and a half out ahead of me. And when you guys go backside sometimes, and it was great today because the Steels used to have a barnstorming team that traveled around. They'd hit their first 10 pitches backside just to bring the point of contact back, because most of you guys, if the pitch is too far out in front, then instead of being able to rotate and snap, you're here and it's kind of the hands come up and you reach for it. That's so common. Even your guys' level.
But one thing that I don't know if I call it differing on, but I'll use Stan, who's not here. But Stan, we come out here and we try to tell him, and Dan and I and Gary would share with him that, hey, you should go all the way around. But the concept, the art of hitting is, if you can bat 750 and you do it whatever way you do it, and it works for you in your environment. Stan he's just now started playing, half century, but Stan's very effective at doing a lot of things wrong, right? Would you all agree to that? I mean, everything. You could critique him all day long, but he's effective. And you know, so what do you think about that I mean, my philosophy is keep doing it. If you can bat 750, you stand on your head batting 750.
Well,
stand on your damn head.
You're the prime example of that. You know, when I came up, you know, you were as good as anybody was for. No, you were as good as anybody was for hitting home runs and powering the ball to the center and left field. And now, you know, you said you were 18 for 21 your last tournament, and you know, you're hitting it to right field. You know, and anyhow, that's smart. You know, you aren't. You know, if you flew out 3 times out of 10 and then hit a couple balls over the head, that wouldn't be as good as you bat 750 to right field. I mean, so it's, you know, the guys got to change. I'm not willing to do that yet. I'm back. I'm still trying to hammer away.
Yeah, well, that's
I either get booted from the team, or maybe I'll start punching to right field all the time. But,
well, look.
But I mean, that's, you know, you're 8 years older than me, and I appreciate that you're a smart enough guy to say, just because I was as good a power hitter as it was at one time, that I can still be an effective guy on the team but batting 750. But that's why you got 180 championships, you know.
You're short a few, but we won't go into that. but yeah, you blew me away on that deal. But
the man had a minting press over in his house with all the rings he has hanging up. He ain't making them over there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, don't give my secret. Yeah, but geez, I thought I forgot.
How many of you guys have won a world championship?
I won one. Military one.
Dan, you won one. Big time.
But I haven't gotten. I was stationed overseas a lot, like 13 out of the 21 years I did.
How many military championships you win?
I won one in Georgia. 2017 we won.
But that'd be a pretty good tournament though. Everybody's a fit athlete there.
It was a very good tournament, and we did really well.
You're playing in the men's division, right?
Men's division. Don't get too long.
Whoa, man! What the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Are you my build and my hair?
We're gonna end on that, man. In slow pitch softball, picking the wrong pitch can result in weak contact, pop-up, grounders, or even missing the ball entirely. The slower pace of the pitch compared to a fast pitch gives the batter more time to react, but it also introduces unique challenges, including the overconfidence, assuming every pitch is hittable. Also, timing errors, misjudging the arc and speed of the pitch, poor selection, swinging at pitches out of your ideal zone. 3 keys you can do to improve that pitch selection, and please look at this in the description. This is me just telling you what this description says, but if you print it off, then you have it. Know your strike zone, why it helps. Every batter has a unique hitting zone where they can make solid contact. Learning to recognize your zone improves your chances of hitting with power and precision. How to practice? A drill is work with a partner who throws the pitches at various heights and location. Practicing laying off the pitches outside your optimal hitting zone and focus on those in your sweet spot. Well, I recommend that in all practices. Don't swing at bad pitches. Put yourself in game situations. Game focus. Be disciplined in games. Even if the pitch is a strike, it doesn't mean it's your pitch. Let others go by. Let them go by unless they fit your strengths. Now, obviously, you don't do that when you got 2 strikes. You got to hit something close. Don't make that mistake. Don't let the umpire make your call. But hey, look at what we have in the write-up. It will help you. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. But let me leave you one final thought. You got to understand the count, obviously. When you're ahead in the count, you can afford to be more selective. When you're behind, focus on protecting the plate while still avoiding bad pitches. I mean, don't swing at a bad pitch. But it's close. You better swing. Don't let the umpire make the decision. I'd appreciate you subscribing, trying to get up to 2,000 for Christmas. We're really close, almost 1,800. Hope you enjoyed it.